Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The usual sea of red here in this spectacular venue has been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yet, so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards that time. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now this taken in by Downs. Touchdown! Josh Downs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in score.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First down, love to pass. Rolling to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Love will try with his legs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Love now. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack. The kick by Carlson is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now in 10-3. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
That part, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On 1st and 10, Love. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Now Dobbins. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Love being chased out left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll run a toss here with Dillon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do. Third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. Looking to throw. Love. Goes right back to Smith again. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Another run here with Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. On 1st down, Love. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Give him 32 on the play. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And the officials here Going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. Love to throw for it on fourth. Steps away to his left. Escapes the defender. And he's got this down to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun. Love. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6. They go play action here on 1st down. That is incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. They go draw play. It's Dillon. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Downs. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Josh Downs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Love. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Operating from the gun, Love. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Love. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of the... Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take him. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. Love going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. On 1st and 10, Love. And got his man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Love. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Love being chased out left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll run here with Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll let one go deep for downs. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground with Dobbins, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they had...
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
One more time with Dobbins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made...
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. The slot man in motion right. Dobbins running out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Love with a give to Dillon. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Taken down at the 30.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Throwing on first down. Love. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Travis Kelce. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. And a decisive advantage. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Andre Cisco there on the stop. Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Dancing to his left. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Dillon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Dillon will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 4th down, Love steps away to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. 2nd and 9. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Chiefs, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.